Push me so far till I break. Push me so far till I break. You should have thought before you let me out the cage. Before you let me out the cage. Oh, there's a hunger coming over me, burns like a fever. If you don't think I'll hunt you down, I'll make you a believer.
Oftentimes, we see teams move on from their starting running back after one contract, but not here. One team has agreed to a new deal to keep one of the best backs in the game right where he is.
Now on an absolutely perfect night in the Lone Star State, the roof's been opened, and we're ready for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Bucky Irving for the first time. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were fantastic a week ago in their win over Houston.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's third and short. You look at this Cowboy defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And making the tackle there, Jacoby Durant.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll send the tight end in motion. Mayfield to throw it this time. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Mayfield looks to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they'll try it now with Urban. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game, you play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Here's Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucky Irving, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from drawing level. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Prescott off play action. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Following the interception, Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete.
Mayfield's pass complete to Chris Godwin. 10 yards on the pickup.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tyreek Hill, 39 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Play action now. Prescott. He'll swing this out to Blue. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. The 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. Over the middle, it's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Here's Prescott. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Prescott to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
He'll try again. And he will again run into a wall as he is stopped at the 4-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. On a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
35-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Cowboys in 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Mayfield. That's caught. Buccaneers. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cade Otton, 47 yards. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. McLaughlin now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Prescott. Rolling to his right. Gets this into the hands of Blue. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Even the most tenured quarterbacks can still get fooled from time to time. He clearly thought he had a throwing lane, but the defense shut it down and picked it off. I'm sure he's frustrated with himself, but I'm also sure he'll shake it off.
Mayfield to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
A shotgun handoff here to Irving. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 36. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Those are some of the easiest yards this quarterback will ever throw for. He gets it to his man behind the line of scrimmage and then lets him do the rest. He wasn't able to break it for a huge gain, but it was enough for the 1st down.
Two minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They run out of the gun with Irving. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Irving is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Pass intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
It's a gain of 11. And the Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here we go. 47. Two.
Prescott now. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
2nd and 10. Mayfield now. Forced out to it, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
At the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Throwing. Prescott. Drops it to Blue. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw is Prescott. That is caught by him. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line.
CeeDee Lamb's ability to adapt to any situation he encounters downfield, finds his way open, and even when he's not, knows how to compete for the ball in the air. Last season is put straight over 1,000 yards.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And again, it's Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down and goal to go.
Prescott from the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Sliding out of the pocket. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And maybe some indecision on getting the punt team out there, and they're going to get a delay. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
22 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Flanor left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. His throw caught right around the 6. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Another Cowboys first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
From back at the 8 now after the false start. Another try at 1st and goal. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now a shotgun handoff, Blue. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And this is going to be incomplete.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on 4th down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
And this one is right through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10
at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
A run up the middle with Irving.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 66 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game. And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now Mayfield. Oh, Hill. Great grab. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. And a Buccaneer first down.
Handoff running left, Irving.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They'll run here with Gainwell.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
He was brought down.
7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit.
And now here is another interception. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 88 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Once again, it's Irving. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
On the handoff, this is Irving.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Urban. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll try and run for him. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. And they will take a knee here. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Bucs, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Oftentimes, we see teams move on from their starting running back after one contract, but not here. One team has agreed to a new deal to keep one of the best backs in the game right where he is.
yesterday.